Hi there! I am currently doing a monthly astrological sign reading for Virgo. Interesting enough, I already did one last night, but my camera cut off, so I feel like for you guys it's a huge month of releasing and letting go. So when things aren't working out, just let it go. It's not working out, so there's something new and there's something better for you if things aren't working out. So just keep that in mind, that okay, this is happening for a reason, that sort of thing. So if you're interested in a personal reading, you can go into robinshealing.com, check out some of my services. I charge $30 for 30 minutes and $45 for 45 minutes. I do that through Skype and through the telephone if you're interested in that. So clairvoyance is coming up. I'm clairvoyant, so it kind of means like you're able to see things. I guess as you receive messages into your intuition, sometimes you're able to see things like visions, or things are highlighted for you, which it just means that you're clairvoyant. You see things that are clear to you, but maybe not to someone else, and that there are messages in that. That was kind of confusing, just felt like explaining that. But anyway, that's what I do, but I feel like somebody's either interested in that or they are that themselves. That made sense. And it's like learning more about yourselves this month. Don't put yourself down. Don't judge other people. Judgment's coming up very strongly. And again, it's like even picturing the future. What does your future look like for yourselves? Really start fantasizing, dreaming, goal setting. That's definitely a need this month. So, and actually I'm doing a stone for each astrological sign for the month of September. So if you're interested in any of my crystals or stone jewelry, this is black onyx, and that's the one that I picked for you guys because it's about a protection stone. Because you are going through so much this month, you're clearing a lot, and when you're clearing a lot, there's a lot of negativity around, even if it's like just stuff that we're talking about, and we need to talk about things in order to release it, but then we need to sage, and we need to kind of not reabsorb that energy. So when you let things go, make sure you're letting it go completely, that sort of thing, because you may find you'll have tendencies to bring the old back into your life, and then once it's gone, okay? So Virgos tend to need more fresh air, more light, that sort of thing. They also like their time alone sometimes. So just keep that in mind, that you have to be very particular, as you are particular people, but particular about your environment and your circumstances as often as you can this month. So Knight of Wands is saying that there's someone specific that's watching that really enjoys their life right now. And they're crying a lot still. That's funny, but it's like, don't even overanalyze why you're happy or why you're crying. There's too much processing going on. Again, please watch my weekly reading because it kind of talks and explains more about this. I feel like that's important to say. Also, feel free to comment on the astrological tarot readings, as well, as this is just new for me and I don't know if people are going to be enjoying them. So just keep in mind, again, we don't need to process and analyze too much. So I feel like there's someone specific that I'm talking to. So lighthearted joy, that's very important. A Reiki session would actually be amazing if you know how to do Reiki. Do self-Reiki on yourself if you have a practitioner that you like. Get them to do it. I do that as well, sometimes in Halifax, and I'm also in Moncton. So Ace of Swords is saying all this shit is happening for a reason. So when we acknowledge that there are reasons behind it, it's easier to just let it go. So again, not analyzing, but understanding that the learning, okay? Learning is coming through really strongly this month. So Nine of Pentacles, so it's saying, who are you doing this for? Why are you doing this? Who are you doing this for? Really process, are you doing it for you? Because it has to be for you. Everything that you do needs to be for you this month, okay? Especially because you're in a Nine of, so that was the Nine of Pentacles, sorry. That's about independence, freeing your mind, freeing your spirit. Nine of Wands is talking about a person, like I said, who, are you doing it for you? And if so, then keep going. If you're not, then it's okay to keep going, but just make sure that you're making changes along the way. If there are patterns in your life that aren't working, it's for a reason. Relationships are coming through very strongly. It could be relationships, work, home life balance, that sort of thing. Maybe you're working too much and you realize, like, why do I do this? Why do I work so hard? For what? So you need to make sure that it's for you, okay? Related to the heart as well. Also somewhat related to the self-esteem. We're trying to impress people, I'm hearing. So 8 of Wands is saying, as long as you're moving forward, that's all that matters. Again, these people, obviously, Virgos like to analyze, and it's like, don't just move forward. You're moving forward, period. Okay, so that's what I was saying. Even if you're not doing something for you, keep going, and then acknowledge you need to make changes along the way. Doing a lot of the hand talking with you guys, so. The Tower is a representation of an individual who is not sharing or expressing themselves in the right demeanor, in the most appropriate way, that sort of thing. It's just like they're shedding light and they're shedding skin, but nobody else would know because they're like kind of like hiding a little bit, so they're not feeling like they can be themselves. Really important that this month you feel like you can be you. Are you doing things for yourself? And can you be yourself? Because if you can't be yourself around the people that you love and care about, or people that you want to love and care for, then there's something going on. Notice the signs, and that it's not always about us. Sometimes it has to do with somebody else, and then we need to back away from those people. So you're going to find that there is a lot happening this month, especially when it comes to relationships and work relationships. I'm also feeling quite connected to. So the Hermit is then a person who needs isolation, like I was talking about. Virgos sometimes like their alone time. But patterns of behaviors coming through really strongly. That's why the black onyx is helpful, because it clears out the old for us and it protects us from allowing that back into our life. So it's like protecting us from any negativity, any illusions that we're having. It'll help clear the mind, help clear the spirit, that sort of thing. But yeah, the Hermit's just saying it's okay to spend time alone if you need to. Like I said, if you're, instead of analyzing, you're just spending a little bit of time to kind of think about what it is that you want for yourself. Okay, so writing in a journal would also be positive for you guys this month. I hope that was helpful. Again, you can contact me through robinsealing.com. I appreciate you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, and I have something in my eye. And I hope that you have an awesome week. Take care.